When 74-year-old Linda looked in the mirror one morning, she noticed something that made her heart sink: new dark spots scattered across her cheeks and hands. "They weren't there last month," she said softly, "and now I can't stop seeing them." For many older adults, dark spots, sometimes called age spots or sunspots, seem to appear overnight. They don't hurt, but they quietly steal something precious: confidence. You start to wonder if they'll keep spreading, or if it's just too late to make a difference. But here's the hopeful truth: nature often gives us the gentlest solutions. And one of those solutions may already be sitting in your home: a small bottle of castor oil. Castor oil has been used for centuries, but modern dermatology now confirms what traditional wisdom always knew: it can fade dark spots naturally when used correctly, especially when paired with one simple kitchen ingredient. The best part: it works while you sleep. Thousands of seniors across the United States are rediscovering this nighttime routine, a natural paste that targets dark spots without harsh chemicals or expensive creams. So in this video, we'll reveal 5 powerful reasons why this simple castor oil paste can transform your skin overnight, and how to use it safely, effectively, and scientifically. Because beautiful, radiant skin doesn't have an age limit. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to Senior Ways, and comment below if you've ever struggled with dark spots or uneven skin tone. Your story might help someone else feel seen and supported. Now let's start with the science behind these spots and why they form in the first place. Reason number 1: dark spots don't appear overnight. They build over decades. 80-year-old Margaret used to think her age spots came out of nowhere. But the truth is, they've been forming for years beneath the surface. As we age, our skin changes dramatically. The cells that produce pigment, called melanocytes, become more sensitive to sunlight, stress, and hormones. Over time, they start releasing excess melanin in small, uneven clusters. These clusters are what we eventually see as brown-gray or tan patches. In younger skin, this process balances itself out because the body's cell turnover cycle is fast, about every 28 days. But after 60, that same cycle slows to 60 or even 90 days. That means old, damaged skin cells linger longer, holding on to excess pigment. Add decades of sunlight, free radicals from pollution, and a slower repair process, and your skin becomes a perfect canvas for dark spots. That's why quick fix creams rarely work. They only treat the surface while the real pigment sits deep in the dermal layers. But here's where the castor oil paste changes everything. It doesn't just sit on top, it penetrates deep, reaching where the discoloration begins. Let's explore how. Reason number 2: castor oil's secret weapon: ricinoleic acid. 76-year-old George once laughed when his daughter suggested using castor oil on his hands. "That's the stuff my mother used for sore knees," he said. But 2 weeks later, he was calling her to say thank you. Castor oil is unique among natural oils because it's made up of 90% ricinoleic acid, a rare fatty acid that can penetrate the skin 10 times deeper than most oils. This is important because the melanin that causes dark spots hides deep below the surface, too far for regular creams to reach. Ricinoleic acid travels into those lower layers, gently breaking up the clumps of pigment and encouraging fresh, even-toned skin to rise to the surface. But that's not all. Castor oil is also anti-inflammatory and deeply moisturizing, 2 qualities that aging skin desperately needs. It soothes irritation, hydrates without clogging pores, and stimulates the production of new healthy skin cells. In other words, it helps your skin remember how to heal itself. And here's something few people know: most commercial creams use alcohols, parabens, and bleaching agents that dry out mature skin. Castor oil does the opposite. It nourishes, heals, and fades dark spots naturally. The key, however, is using the right kind of castor oil. Cold-pressed, hexane-free organic castor oil keeps all the healing nutrients intact. Anything less may not deliver results. So before you apply, check your label. If it's cold-pressed and organic, you're holding liquid gold. Reason number 3: the secret ingredient that boosts absorption: fine sea salt. When 77-year-old Carol tried castor oil for the first time, she was patient but disappointed. It felt nice, she said, but after 3 weeks, my spots hadn't changed at all. Then a friend from her yoga group told her about an old natural therapy trick, mixing a pinch of fine sea salt into the oil. At first, Carol was skeptical. Salt on my skin. But she gave it a try, and within 10 days she started noticing a difference. So what's happening here? The secret lies in how sea salt interacts with the skin barrier. The outer layer of your skin, called the stratum corneum, acts like a wall protecting you from bacteria pollution and moisture loss. But this same wall can also block healing ingredients from getting deep enough to work. Fine-grained sea salt gently opens microscopic pathways through that barrier. Not enough to damage or irritate, but just enough to let the castor oil and its powerful ricinoleic acid reach the deeper layers where melanin clumps live. Dermatologists call this permeation enhancement, and studies show that mineral salts can increase ingredient absorption by up to 300%. But sea salt does more than just open the door. It's rich in minerals like magnesium, zinc, and potassium, which soothe inflammation and support skin renewal. For mature skin, that means better hydration, stronger elasticity, and improved tone. Carol's method was simple. She mixed 1 teaspoon of organic cold-pressed castor oil with a small pinch, about 1/8 teaspoon, of fine sea salt. She stirred them together until the paste became smooth and creamy. Within a week, the edges of her spots began to fade and her hands felt softer than they had in years. So if you want to unlock the full potential of castor oil, don't skip the sea salt. Just remember, use fine salt, not coarse cooking salt or table salt with additives. The smoother the texture, the gentler it will be on your skin. Reason number 4, the right nighttime routine, how to apply it, so it works while you sleep. When 78-year-old Eleanor started using her castor oil paste, she made one small mistake. She rubbed it in quickly, like a regular lotion. After 2 weeks, she saw no improvement. Then she learned the importance of technique, and everything changed. The skin doesn't just absorb products, it responds to how you touch it. And for mature skin, gentle motion and timing matter as much as the ingredients themselves. Here's how to do it correctly. First, cleanse your face or hands with a mild, fragrance-free cleanser and lukewarm water. Avoid hot water, which can strip your natural oils. Gently pat dry with a soft towel, never rub. Next, warm your paste slightly by rubbing it between your palms for 30 seconds. Castor oil thickens when it's cold, and warmth helps it melt into your skin more easily. Now apply a small amount, about the size of a green pea, directly onto each dark spot. Using slow circular motions, massage gently for 1 to 2 minutes. This circular motion increases microcirculation, helping nutrients and oxygen flow into your skin while clearing away trapped waste and pigment. Once the paste is evenly applied, leave it on overnight. This is when the real magic happens. While you sleep, your skin goes into repair mode, blood flow increases, and your cells regenerate. The castor oil and salt paste works with this rhythm, breaking down melanin clusters and nourishing new skin cells at the same time. To keep the paste from rubbing off, cover the area lightly. If you're treating your hands, wear clean, breathable cotton gloves. If it's your face, place a soft piece of cotton fabric or gauze over the area, just enough to keep it from wiping onto your pillow. When you wake up, rinse gently with lukewarm water and pat dry. You'll likely notice your skin feels smoother and more hydrated. And within days, the surface will start to look brighter, as if your skin is slowly exhaling years of sun exposure. Eleanor said, "The first morning I didn't see much difference, but after a week I couldn't believe how my skin looked softer, lighter, and alive again." It's proof that technique turns simple ingredients into real transformation. Reason number 5, why it works so fast on mature skin, the science of night renewal. When 79-year-old Helen first tried the castor oil paste, she didn't expect much. "I've used every cream from the drugstore shelf," she said. "They all promised miracles, none delivered." But this time, something different happened. Within 10 days, her dark spots looked lighter, her skin felt softer, and her reflection in the mirror made her smile again. So why does this simple paste work so well, especially for older skin? The secret lies in how the skin heals itself at night. During the day, your skin focuses on protection, fighting sunlight pollution and bacteria. But when you sleep, it switches to repair mode. Blood flow increases, cell renewal speeds up, and your skin becomes up to 3 times more absorbent. That's exactly when the castor oil and sea salt paste gets to work. The ricinoleic acid in castor oil dives deep into the lower layers, dissolving pigment buildup, while the minerals in sea salt open micro pathways that allow nutrients to move freely. For mature skin, which renews much more slowly, this nighttime environment is essential. The combination of gentle exfoliation, deep hydration, and boosted circulation helps revive tired cells and gradually restore an even tone. In a small dermatology study on mature women with hyperpigmentation participants who used natural oils rich in fatty acids showed visible improvements in brightness and elasticity within 4 weeks, not because of surface bleaching, but because their skin's own repair mechanisms finally reawakened. That's what this treatment does. It reminds your skin how to heal. And unlike harsh chemicals or expensive lasers, it works with your body, not against it. Helen now applies her castor oil paste every night before bed. "It's my little ritual," she says. "It doesn't just lighten my spots, it makes me feel like I'm taking care of myself again." That's the real secret. When care turns into comfort, healing follows naturally. Final thoughts. Let's take a moment to summarize everything we've learned today. First, we discovered that dark spots form over time as melanin builds up deep beneath the surface, often from decades of sun exposure and slowed cell renewal. Second, we learned that castor oil's unique fatty acid, ricinoleic acid, penetrates deep into the skin, breaking down pigment clusters while nourishing new healthy cells. Third, we revealed the power of fine sea salt, a natural absorption enhancer that helps the castor oil reach deeper layers while adding minerals that heal and restore mature skin. Fourth, we explored the right nighttime routine, cleansing, gently warming the paste, applying with slow circular motions, and leaving it overnight so it can work during your body's natural repair phase. And finally, we understood why this works so beautifully on mature skin, because older skin responds best to gentle, consistent care that supports its natural rhythm of renewal. You don't need harsh treatments or expensive serums. You just need patience, consistency, and ingredients that respect your skin's wisdom. As one 80-year-old viewer once commented, "My hands look younger, but more importantly, I feel younger every time I care for them." That's what this routine is about, not vanity, but vitality. If this message gave you hope or inspired you to try something new, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Senior Ways, and share it with a friend who deserves to feel radiant again. And before you go, ask yourself this: when was the last time you looked in the mirror and smiled at your reflection? You deserve to love the skin you're in, not because it's flawless, but because it tells your story beautifully. Try the castor oil paste tonight. Give your skin the kindness it's been waiting for. Because real beauty after 70 doesn't come from youth, it comes from care, confidence, and courage. From all of us at Senior Ways, thank you for watching, for believing in gentle science, and for reminding the world that grace and glow have no expiration date.